in English, foreign name hyperbytes, and we're going to be looking at an alternative method of deleting records from a database table direct from a bootstrap generated table. In the past, the methodologies involved calling a single record with a parameter from the repeat, perhaps opening a modal, having an embedded form within that modal with a delete button, and that delete button will then send the ID of the record to a server action, an API action, which would then delete the record and return back to the flow. So I'm going to do a different way here. I'm going to do it by using a bootbox, and I'm going to do that by attaching a flow to a button. So let's start with the simple bits. I'll do it right from the start here, so those who have never done this before or are new to Applet can see what I'm doing. I'm adding a new header and a new cell. Don't need any text in that header, so I'll get rid of that. In that cell, I actually want to add a button. We'll have that in red, and then we'll add a FontAwesome icon, and I'm just going to add a trash can in there. Let's get rid of all this text. We don't need any of it. And there we are. Now we have our table edited, and we have the delete icons are attached to that table. So what we need to do now, what we need to do is add a action to our buttons. So make sure that you've selected button, not the icon. If we scroll down here now, we can go into dynamic events, mouse click, and then we can click on the flow icon, and we can start to create a flow. So I'm going to add an action here, and that will be a bootbox confirm dialog. What's a bootbox confirm dialog? As it sounds really, I suppose. It's a confirm dialog that comes up, and you can choose to do something or not, depending on which button you're picking. So I'm just going to give it a name del. In the message, I want to keep it simple. I'm just going to show the email address. Title will say delete record. Confirm label will be delete. We'll make that red. Cancel. That'll be grey. And what we're going to do then is I'm just actually going to pop a comment in here now. And I'm going to save. Reason being that I've had a few bad experiences with flows not quite saving, and if you do a great big long one and then you save and it doesn't save properly, it's really annoying. So let's now add the action. What I want to do is I want to go into database sources, I want to go into server connect, and I want to pick that delete by ID action. And because it has a get parameter, we now have prompted for an input parameter, and we're going to send it the ID. After we've done that, well, just a little bit of a tidy up. Let's go into flow control run, and let's pop up a notification. And then let's refresh our server connect. Just going to save that page. Just going to double check everything has saved. Yeah, everything seems to be good. So now let's have a look at firing this up in the browser and see what happens. I'm going to open this directly in the browser. We'll see our list of records that's been returned by the database, and I'm just going to delete, delete myself. So I should be able to click on here now, and we get delete record prompt. I'm actually not going to delete me after all. I think I'll delete Alex. So we'll say yes. You see Alex is gone, page is refreshed, we have the confirmation. So that's the alternative way of doing a delete using a flow and a bootbox. So thanks for joining me, and hope you'll join me in my next video.